I always dress for the occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and we've got another convention special for you today. We are going to be celebrating our upcoming event this weekend from Thursday to Sunday at a MEGACON at the Orange County Convention Center. Excuse me, taking place April 30th to, I believe, if I get the right dates correctly, March 30th to April 2nd. Wow, that's just really a great way to start to get all the days right.
Thursday to Sunday this week.
Thursday to Sunday this week for those of you going. So it's just 2 days from now that we will be at the Orlando MEGACON over at the Orange County Convention Center, and be there, be square. And folks, we've got an all-star cast for you today. So thanks for joining us here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. As a reminder, right now, if you aren't doing it, please do it now, because we are getting close to our big number 3,000 on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Help us get to that big 3-0. And just recently, if you weren't here last week, we had an interview with Eric Roberts, and as his show was going on, we had crossed over 67,000 Facebook followers, 67,000 Whovians like yourselves joined us and subscribed. So we're trying to get to 70,000. So big thank you to everybody who joined us on that episode. And don't forget, you get to be part of the chat tonight. We're going to say just a few hellos before we get to our cast out there tonight. Again, if you're here, you're going to see Billy from KitchenKillaz will be performing live tonight. Give us a like right now if you love the KitchenKillaz. This is the moment to do that. We've got an all-star cast that's going to be premiering, including our friends from the Hanging With Web show. We got Daniel from the Daleks of Florida, and we're going to be talking about Dalek Hal and Dalek Ren. We're also got Mike Gregoric. He's on the floor right now as we speak, live at MEGACON, to give us a little sneak preview. And of course, as I just mentioned, Billy from the KitchenKillaz. And of course, with me, Dave Chapman, Paparazzo from the rathole.ca. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Let's go ahead and take that banner down right now so you get to see the all-star cast that we are here tonight. So thank you so much for joining us, folks. Thank you. Let me go ahead and unmute those, Mike.
Yeah.
And I know, Mike, you're on a time crunch, so let's go ahead and bring you up over here. So everybody, we're going to give you a sneak preview right now as Mike is on the floor of MegaCon, the Orlando Orange County Convention Center. Mike, thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on right behind you, my friend.
Yes, welcome, and thanks everybody for hanging out. You saw this on the banner. There's the real banner. There's the digital banner over there. We are at MEGACON. We're at the Orange County Convention Center right now. I am Mike Gregoric. I am the programming lead for the show. So anything that you see on a stage, in a room, performers, community groups, awesome podcasts and YouTubers like yourselves, that is me. It all falls under my umbrella. So super excited to have both the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and Hanging with Web show on the show floor and doing panels and podcasts and all kinds of fun stuff. So we are here live. I don't know if I can reverse camera, if I'm going to have to like walk backwards the whole time.
Okay. So whatever you feel comfortable with, Mike, but let's go ahead and check out that floor while we got you there out there. And of course, as you can see on the link, for those of you listening on the audio, it's fanexpohq.com/MegaCon Orlando. You can also Google MegaCon Orlando, and that should pull it up over there where you can get your tickets, guest information, and we'll be bringing up that website a little bit later on, show you who's going to be there, what's going to be taking place, and how everything is going to go down. So Mike right now is at the Orange County Convention Center live, and he's going down the escalators. And I believe you're going into the exhibitors room. Is that correct?
I am going into the exhibitors hall. Everything's going to be kind of backwards, but I think the most important feature, that was the south entrance, everybody. And there is the infamous red carpet.
Jeez Louise, that's huge.
Nice.
It is
My
absolutely huge.
It's gigantic. On Saturday, there could be over 150,000 people walking down this red carpet. We already have some of the vendors moving in. This is obviously kind of like our soft load-in day, so just some of the bigger vendors are coming on in. But I think we can make it. It's a long walk, but I think we're going to make it to the actual location of the Daleks of Florida, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and Hanging with Web show. It's coming. It's going to take like.
We get to see everything. We get to see it before we get out there.
That's how long it took to walk away last year.
Wow. Hey, Billy, seeing him walk the floor, does that remind you of anything? The long run.
Oh yeah, you know it, man. You know it, man. That's I miss those colors, the reds, the whites, the long red carpet, that beautiful convention center. Man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. If you flash forward 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, it's going to be mania. I'm so excited.
It's going to be absolute mania out there. And a little bit later, folks, we're going to be showing our schedule for the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and the panels. We've got one panel every day. I think all of them are going to be in the same room. So definitely, if you catch one of our panels, we're going to be in that same room the whole weekend, starting on Thursday all the way through Sunday. Again, this is going to be taking place at the Orange County Convention Center. Showtime hours, Thursday 4 to 9, Friday 10 to 7, Saturday also 10 to 7, and Sunday 10 to 5. Now, Mike, what is some recommendations as far as people, maybe their first time or maybe something they don't, just some basic tips on the convention itself. What are your plans? I know big thing, definitely hydrate. Definitely have some spare money just in case you needed to get some food and things out there, because there's going to be a lot of vendors, there's going to be a lot of stuff. And take it away, Mike.
Yeah, my big thing that I always tell people is walk the entire floor. Like, look at the map, do your research beforehand. There's over, I think, 800 scheduled panels over the course of a weekend. Yeah. There's 40 plus community groups that are joining us. We're bringing wrestling. There's going to be a live wrestling ring on the show in one of the rooms. So, I mean, it's wall to wall. That was the South. There's 2 floors in addition to the exhibitor floor that are full of 20 plus programming rooms. So don't forget to just check out that schedule, plan your day, because it takes at least 10 or 15 minutes, as you can see here, live to get from one end to the other end.
Have you noticed Mike has not stopped walking yet? For those of you who are watching live, he's only
halfway through.
He's only halfway through.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely hydrate. Make sure you rest. Take your time. I know Saturday is going to be crazy, so please get in there as humanly early as possible. If showtime, I think showtime was at 10
10 a.m.
on Saturday. Yeah, it would not be out of the realm to be there, a couple of hours earlier just to park your car, because I know traffic is going to be crazy. Please take your time and drive carefully. Have money out there ready. As Mike is showing you,
baby.
Hydrate.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Yes.
I got you, dog.
You got it. You got the drum roll.
Is there a musician in the house? Wait,
Right
hold on.
there.
Yes,
So
there is.
this is the Daleks of Florida booth, everybody.
Yeah.
There it is.
Look at that.
That is where they will be. It's literally right as you're coming down from our main theater. So on the 3rd floor on the north, where all the huge panels are, all the celebrities. Once you come down those floors and down those escalators, we'll have a whole line of Daleks right here for you to take photos with. So there it is. It's official.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
That's going to be with the Dalek Builders of Florida. Dan, who's with us today, is going to be talking more about that. And we will be with the Dalek Builders, with the Daleks of Florida. So everybody, if you missed the Daleks last year, everybody was going like, we found the Daleks, we didn't find you. We were right next to them. Now we are in the same booth. So if you miss us, I truly cannot help you after that. If you've seen a Dalek, you found us as well. So Mike, thank you so much. This is awesome out there. Is there any other tips or advice you want to give to folks right over here? I'm going to go ahead and put up the link to Fan Expo so they can check it out for themselves. We'll be putting in the chat as well, just in case you want to get
some good news. So again, first timers, like I said, check the schedule out, try to see everything. For those that are returning, 2 good things. We are expanding into the north section over here. So it's just going to be a giant food court, but we're facing our performance stage into there. And there's going to be a beer garden on the show floor. So if you like performing and kind of want to get away from the massive lines at the exhibitor booths, definitely head to the brand new food court and beer garden with a live entertainment stage, because that's going to be brand new for this year. And figure out parking ahead of time. Do not wait and hope for the best. There are a lot of parking lots in different areas. Figure that out ahead of time.
Gotcha. And if you can see from behind Mike, you can see the words, the sign community zone. So that's where we're going to be. If you find the community zone, you find the Daleks, you find us, and we'll all be together out there. And Mike, if you want to stick around, by all means, go for it. But I appreciate the tour. I appreciate how far we're going to be walking to get to our house and wherever we're going. But it's great that we actually get to see inside MegaCon, how massive it is, how much stuff is going to be going on, and what other areas are kind of around you. Can you see what's going on as far as what's...
We can head up if we want. Maybe you guys can talk about stuff. I can head up to the theaters and kind of show those off. There's still a lot that's getting set up. So again, if you've never been to a convention floor, you're not seeing what it's going to really look like, but you're at least seeing the sort of massive size of the space. And it's going to be artists and vendors and exhibitors and, all kinds of amazing stuff going on. We're kind of in the community area right here. And then this is that, here, let me count a couple more steps. Oh, we do have another special treat. It's brand new, and they've actually got a big chunk of their setup up. So I'll walk over there. But this is our beer garden. Right there is going to be our performance stage, and then right behind me, very nice, will be a bunch of bars, and then this is our big new open food court that should help spread some folks out. And then I want to show you all one special
I approve.
thing.
I like food.
Performance stage.
Not bad.
Do we have any haunted house fans in the room, in the chat room? Right now?
Is this a petrified forest thing? Oh,
it's a petrified forest.
Yes.
Dude, I love petrified forest. What a great idea.
All right, this is a little bit of a tease, and again, this is not done yet. They still have 48 hours to put it all together.
We love it when you tease us, Mike.
Get ready. Look at this. This will be brand new on the floor. New haunt.
Oh, that's going to be incredible.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
Yeah. That is a thing of beauty right there.
I'm going to go. What's up?
Oh, nothing. But Dan, we got to get Hal in there. We got to get Hal.
So they've themed it as a haunted comic book shop. So you're going to be entering a comic book store.
Oh, good.
That's
Dude, that's
perfect.
awesome.
I won't
How crazy is that?
spoil anything else, but This is the start of a brand new haunt right on the show floor. So super excited for that as well.
I love it.
Bat says, "I love beer, food. I love food, beer, and haunted houses. I wish, and I'm sure she's got more.
Saturday, your boy Aiden Christensen's going to be there, so I'm repping the I don't like sand shirt for all you Star Wars nerds out there.
I'm bringing sand.
It made me very sad earlier, Mike. When I flew in, I had to make a choice, and I chose not to bring my camera equipment. I'm a photographer for wrestling shows, like published. I would love you. I'm like,
I could make it there. I could show you the wrestling room. It's not, the ring isn't set up, so it's probably not going to be that exciting. It's also super far away, so I don't think I'm going to go all the way up. But again, don't forget that in addition to the exhibitor floor, on both sides, north and south, there are 2 floors with over 20 plus programming rooms, panels. There's a family zone. There's going to be an anime lounge this year where we have a silent disco. So if you're into anime beats, EDM, we have a silent disco room, a whole room dedicated just to come and party and dance. So yeah, a lot of new things. So
and definitely wear comfortable shoes, for crying out loud. You will be on a high. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know if you anybody in the audience is familiar with it, but if you've ever been to a theme park, if you've ever been to like a Disney or a Universal or a SeaWorld, plan like that. Have some little bit of food. Definitely, if you're somebody who's prone to needing medication, have it with you on person so that you'll be able to take it, because it's kind of like, for a better term, it's kind of like getting lost in IKEA. But this is a good place to get lost in, because
throw a granola bar in your backpack.
Exactly.
Wear your Apple Watches and your Fitbits. Get those steps in. Close those rings.
Get those steps in half an hour.
Close all your rings.
I should have brought my derby skates. I could have just Marty McFly'd behind the Daleks.
That's a great idea.
This is awesome.
All right, I got one more thing that I'm super. So this is 100 by 100 empty space that is going to the 501st, the Rebel Legion, the Dark Empire. They are building it's double the size of any other year. They're building a giant Star Wars village that's going to take up 100 by 100 space of the floor right here. So
massive.
That is worth every foot, every square. Yes, be careful, cosplay Michael, because that's very near where we are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No Olympic style things or no. No body flip or whatever
Jedi
you
on
do.
Thursday.
That's Cosplay Michael, everybody from the HWWS team over there. Make sure you're following Cosplay Michael on his Facebook and on his social media, because he's doing stuff I can't do anymore. Or I guess
2,000 is a goal. Please help me there.
HWWS. What's your booth number again? I can't remember off the top of my head.
We are 2183. We're right next to, obviously, right around the corner from the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and right next to Moshi Moshi Productions.
And right across from Kit and the DeLorean.
Right across from Kit and the DeLorean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Here you go. Okay.
We are in a good neighborhood.
Hanging with West Show booth, everybody. Hanging with West Show.
All right.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's almost set up. I love it.
Almost there.
Ready to go. This is where you can take a picture with Kit and the DeLorean. That'll be there.
My man, Bruce.
Yep, Bruce Colum. And then don't forget about Cause Effect, everybody, in the giant Rocky Horror photo shoot. I think it's up at these parts here. So
now, just for
plenty to do.
While Mike's walking around, let me just give you just a tidbit of names that will be out there on the floor. He mentioned Hayden Christensen from Star Wars, Darth Vader himself, but we've got James McAvoy, we got Chevy Chase, Rosario Dawson, John Cleese, Sam Raimi. I've never seen him at a convention. I never thought I'd ever see him at a convention.
Awesome.
For those of you who are a fan of the Shazam movies, Zachary Levi. We also have, for those of you fans of The Punisher, John Bernthal.
Nice.
Of course, Christina Ricci, Katie Sackhoff. We'll show all this entire list out there. But wow, a lot of the Cobra Kai, including Ralph Macchio, William Zabka. The list goes on and on and on. We're also even going to have little Princess Leia from Obi-Wan, Vivian Lyra Blair, and we'll go over that list, but just a plethora of others to choose from, people who are going to be out there. I'm definitely looking forward to John Cleese. The Red Raves and Rams, anticipation. So, Mike, you're more than welcome to stay, of course, but we're going to go ahead and go to our commercial break. When we return, we're going to go ahead and start off our gig with Billy Floyd from the KitchenKillaz. So you can stay, Mike, but we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break. And we really appreciate you coming out and doing this.
Absolutely.
We'll
be seeing you.
We'll see you this weekend, man.
That's right.
Yep. I'll see you all on the floor. We'll see you this weekend. Bye, everybody.
You got it, Mike. All right, folks. In commercial break, when we return, we're going to be showing you all of our panelists here who are going to be at MEGACON 2023 over at the Orange County Convention Center. But of course, we got to pay the bills. We'll be right back, folks, and we'll be back.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity. Streaming now.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basel, and we've got a plethora of team coming into you live because we are going to be this weekend from Thursday to Sunday over at the Orange County Convention Center at the MEGACON Orlando at the Orange County Convention Center. And we're just giving you a snippet of a preview. We want to thank Mike Gregoric for that little tour of where our booths are going to be. So it's nice to see a little empty space of where we're going to be, but that was totally awesome out there. Now, I want to introduce the panel, but I do know Billy's up next because I know you got a jet. So Billy's going to play a couple songs for us, and he's going to start right now.
I'm going to ask Dan. Dan, do you want to hear a cover or an original? You let me know.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want me to start out with?
I'd say cover.
Oh, you got it. Fantastic. My favorite.
There we go.
All right, sweet baby Ray.
That never happened.
That is
Ever.
A little bit of an inside joke.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That was awesome. Well, thanks, guys. I'm excited to see everybody this weekend. This is 21 Pilots. Here's a little Heathens for you.
Oh, yeah.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. the rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because they check the guns at the door doesn't mean a brain will change from hand grenades. You're loving on a psychopath sitting next to you. You're loving on a murderer sitting next to you. You're thinking that I get this sitting next to you. But after all I said, please don't forget, all my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You're loving on a freak show sitting next to you. You'll have some weird people sitting next to you. You'll think it had to get there sitting next to you. But after all I said, please don't forget, all my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. But you wait for them to ask you who you know. But you, all my friends are heathens, take it slow. But you wait for them to ask you who you know. Why'd you go? You know you should have stayed. It's blasphemy. I tried to warn you just to stay away. And now they're outside ready to bust. It looks like you might be one of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. Thanks, guys.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
please give a like now if you love the Kitchen Killers, Billy Floyd. And I brought everybody up on the top row over here because they're going to be together. We got the Kitchen Killers with the Hanging With Web Show team out there. First of all, I know, Billy, you're on a bit of a schedule, but let me bring in the Hanging With, and then we'll talk about what's going to be happening with the Kitchen Killers. So, everybody, we got the lovely Sage. And we got the lovely Garrett from the Hanging With Web Show. And earlier you heard his voice, but we got Cosplay Mike.
I knew it too.
So right now, guys, it's been a while. I mean, you skipped last year as far as conventions, but the Hanging With Web Show is back. And you know what? I'll just do this. I'm going to skip around. Normally, I don't skip around commercials, but
you have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
Visit their Facebook page, their website, their Instagram account, everywhere. And they are back. They took a year off just to, as everybody does, to just rest, relax, but they are back and they're going to be returning to the convention site. And I think this year is going to be the first time back at MegaCon. Tell us what you're going to be doing over there and what's happening, because you got your own booth in the community center with us.
Oh, yeah, a lot of wow.
We are definitely back. We have got a ton of programming going on with MegaCon upstairs in the family zone, also in panel rooms.
Yep, the fandom.
The
Find Your Fandom.
The Find Your Fandom area, where we've got tons of stuff going on, starting right at the top with you come by the booth and you're met by the one and only Billy Floyd. I wish I had the announcement placard in front of me for Billy, because I got to tell you guys, you know it's a rock star when you see the MegaCon announcement for Billy Floyd. So
seriously, the hair, dude.
Really?
I'm getting there.
I mean,
Manifest
so
reality.
We start
Manifest.
Right there. You start meet Billy Floyd from the KitchenKillaz right there at the Hanging with Web Show location. It's a place to chill. It's a great place to chill. We've got the kitchen with tunes. We've got a little. We're gonna have our set up. Where we're going to be doing selected interviews. Just because we're not doing a lot of interviews because there's so much programming.
That would be like having the parlor.
That's right. We have the parlor.
Yes.
So come and sit in the living room, hang out in the kitchen. It's going to be a great time.
It will.
We've got.
Don't let Cosplay Michael tumble into you.
That's true. We have Cosplay Michael will be dressed Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Saturday, he will be defending his gymnastics championship.
He will
and bringing all those medals with him on Sunday to showcase what he did on Saturday.
Yes,
so,
yeah, because he was clanking around like a robot last time.
Actor Thomas Carter Rochester will be hanging out at the booth and doing some things. We've got panels upstairs. We got the Harry Potter Sorting Hat Experience, which
twice.
Twice on Friday and Sunday. And
both of them at 1:00.
That's a fully interactive. It's a show, really. It's more than just a sorting. If you guys want to just get sorted into your house, you can do that online. Go in, type your name in, get your certificate, whatever. But if you want to have some fun,
oh yes,
then you got to come out and meet Dumbledore and McGonagall and Harry and the Sorting Hat and get sorted with us.
And Morty.
And Morty Monster. Again, this is the third year running. Morty Monster will be joining the Harry Potter cast.
He's an excellent student.
Yeah, and he'll also be doing Morty the Monster will also be doing some photo ops downstairs at the booth.
Yes, he will.
With passersby. So we've got that going on. We've got great friend and cosplayer, cosplay sensation, really, Lauren Ediger, Werewoman Cosplay, is going to be doing Princess Story Time. The princesses reading to children.
Yes, and then she has her new one.
Mermaid and dragon makeup scales going on. So she's got that going on. We've got Thunder Buddies, which is inside the headlines. I understand they're going to be talking all about the Mandalorian.
That's what I heard. That was the rumor.
Yeah, so that's going to be great. I don't know what we're going to be doing near the main stage just yet. We're going to be talking to Mike a little bit when we get there.
Yes.
But I mean, there's just everything. We're all over the place. What else? Sunday afternoon for the kids, Robin and Harley Quinn and a bunch of other Gotham big bads.
Yes, those devious villains.
Apparently, we've read that the biggest villains in Gotham have been charged with community service. They have to read to small children.
Yes. And they don't want to.
They don't really want to, but Robin is going to drag them up, and they are going to read to small children on Sunday afternoon. So we've got a ton of stuff going on, and then we're going to be, like I said, selectively doing interviews throughout the week. We never know who we're going to get. You know, Sage. For anybody, you guys here in the room already know, and out on Facebook, some of them know.
Me
is a well-known stalker in convention scenes, and she took a year off
slander
so she could hone her craft. So you never know who's going to be sitting in the chair at the Hanging with Web show. So as we always tell everybody,
you could call that honing my craft.
You can see who we're hanging with this weekend.
God, this is just really off the cuff, but our Candyman, Mark Robinson. Melanie, if you're still in the chat, hi, Melanie. Favor, when you come over, I need you to bring some of the Hidden Valley Ranch packets, please. This is completely random, so okay.
That's awesome. That's what Facebook is for.
Everybody needs Hidden Valley Ranch.
Leave those messages. And by the way, Melanie Dean, Traveling TARDIS' own Melanie Dean, WWS Web TV.
She will have a booth out there.
Friend will have her own. Not only will she be with the TARDIS and with Christian and the gang, but she'll also have her own booth, and she is doing a panel for us on
Thursday at 6:00.
She is doing the Melanie Dean
Kids Can Draw
character development program, where she's going to be teaching kids how to do what she does,
and they don't need anything.
So well.
They just come in and they can choose their instrument, like a crayon or a colored pencil, and one piece of paper. And Melanie takes them through how they can draw.
That's awesome. It's awesome. So we are excited to be back at MegaCon, and we can't wait to see everybody that's there. But you know what I really want, Christian?
What's that, my friend?
I really want, because it's been so long. We were out of commission a long time. I'd really like to hear Billy Floyd play us another song.
Okay. We can do that. I know Billy's got to go, but I just got to say this, Mark. there's an ice cream now. I'm just letting you know, just warning ahead of time. There is an ice cream for ranch flavor. So that's about it. Speaking of ranch flavor, KitchenKillaz. Yeah.
What?
You didn't know that?
Listen,
Billy?
Every
What
kitchen has
segue
ranch.
was that?
Every kitchen has ranch in it somehow. Whether they
That
know it or not, they've got ranch in there somewhere. Dave knows.
just
Dig
take-
deep into
tell-
that refrigerator, Dave. You'll find your ranch dressing.
Just ask Dave about my segues. They are infamous for better term. You're on mute, my brother.
Yes, I am, because I got some airplanes flying over here. Who taught this man how to host a show?
Nobody.
Who
Sorry. For 2
It's
years.
his fault.
For 2 years, he sat next to me and segued in the most unique ways possible
He did too.
from one topic to the next.
Unique. Big air quotes on that. Unique.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
air quotes.
I love your music, but speaking of which, can we talk about aluminum siding? I know you have a passion for aluminum siding. Speaking of which, aluminum siding, we've got the KitchenKillaz. Billy, I know you got to run, but we got one more song from Billy.
You guys are awesome, man. Thank you very much. Wow.
Billy's going to ride us out into the commercial. So, Billy, go ahead and take it away.
I love you guys.
brother.
So
Thank
since
you
we
so
since
much.
we opened it up with a cover, let's close it with an original. A huge shout out to everybody. It's good to see you again, Canadian Dave. Great to see you, Garrett and Dina. Great to meet you, Dan. Wonderful. I'm excited to kick it with everybody for the weekend. Christian, thank you so much for having me. So great to see so many familiar names and familiar faces. I'm excited for this weekend. Every time we meet at a convention, it's like a family reunion and a party at exactly the same time that lasts for 4 days. So I'm excited to see my con family. It's been too long. So
Indeed.
I do got a little bit of packing to do, a lot of bit of packing to do. So I'm going to play this jam for you guys, and then I shall bid you farewell and have 27 more Mountain Dews so I can rock and roll all night and party every day. So this is called Ghosted. This is a new one. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, it's Christian's fault.
Oh, really?
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now on unread, because you've already said those words that shift my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing closed. A spell stays unspoke. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, and I'm broken. Write down, I didn't listen to that voicemail. A TikTok, that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now through it. I moved on in my head, those thoughts of future frames and photos left for dead. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing closed. A spell stays unspoke. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, and I'm broken. Write down, so you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing closed. My spell stays unspoke. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, and I'm broken. Write down, broken. Write down. Stay focused on sewing closed. A spell stays unspoke. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, I'm broken. Write down, you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing closed. A spell stays unspoke. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, I'm broken, yeah. Write down, broken, yeah. Write down, oh. voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. Thanks, guys.
Woo.
All right, baby. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Stop it. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. It's good seeing everybody tonight. Mark, great seeing you in the feed. Good seeing all the awesome comments coming in. Thank you guys very much. Follow me, KitchenKillaz, Billy Floyd. Just Google that, and you guys will be great. Check it out. MegaCon, walk around, see all these rock stars you see on the television screen in real life. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Super stoked to see everybody. Christian, thank you so much for having me. I will see you guys soon. Dave, Garrett, Sage, Dan, thank you guys so much. Love you. We'll see you soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Yes.
Tomorrow night at MegaCon, baby. We set up and we rock. I'm super stoked. I'll talk to you guys soon. Christian, I love you. You stole me $12 and I have your underwear. I'll talk to you soon.
We're not asking any questions.
Nope. I don't need to know. What happens at the con stays at the con. Yeah.
Just... Meanwhile, Christian's muted, so that's okay. But Garrett, I don't get to say it
I don't know if
on the air. I've told this to Christian. I just want to say thank you to you guys because you. Anytime of course now there's a banner in front of my banner. I always try and say thank you on my shows. Thank you for letting me be part of your guys' StreamYard and helping host my shows as well. So
honestly, I can tell you it is a privilege for every fantastic artist and creator that comes on board and that we're able to help out. It really is. It's what makes me get up in the morning, guys. So thank you for doing it and for doing it with us.
Yes.
Show me an AI of Billy Floyd about to slay a dragon. There you go. And
you can't unsee it.
Every 80s hairband called. They're jealous.
Yeah, that was it there. When we return, we're going to continue our talk with Dan, who's going to be with us at the Daleks of Florida in the same booth when we return. So please continue to stay logged on, tune in. We will be right back.
Hi, my name is Jamie Engel, critically acclaimed author of The Toilet Papers, Places to Go While You Go, a short story collection suited to match your bathroom needs. Only have to go a little? No problem. I've got stories under 1,000 words for you. Far from poopin'? I've got you covered. With stories over 5,000 words to keep you occupied, while your latrine stays occupied. And that's not all. The Toilet Papers is endorsed by the fine folks from Squatty Potty, the stool for better stools. But don't take my word for it. See what Dookie the Squatty Potty Unicorn has to say on YouTube. You won't be disappointed. Well, I've got to go, but you can grab your copy of The Toilet Papers on Amazon in ebook or print, or get an autographed copy from me at therightangle.com. And don't worry, I promise I'll wash my hands first. The Toilet Papers. You might just stay in the bathroom longer than you need to.
Oh, brilliant! It's hard to believe that in the 56-year history of the greatest sci-fi television show in the English language, there has never been a fan guide to Doctor Who. The official books might give you what they think you need to know, but only a guide written by a true fan will give you what you really want to know. Join Whovian, the brilliant Mackenzie Flaw, as she takes you on an intensive journey inside the world of the first female Doctor. In the Binge Watcher's Guide to Doctor Who, Season 11. Right, let's get a shift on.
You know, in the 70s, watching Doctor Who on PBS, said, oh, hi there. There we go. So, coming in late in the game.
Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida is leading the way in pop culture fun. From comic books and graphic novels to Funko Pops and collector's items, Famous Faces and Funnies has it all. Rick Shea and the professional team at Famous Faces and Funnies are friendly and knowledgeable. Whether you're looking for toys, props, collector treasures, or a new comic book, Famous Faces and Funnies is your one-stop shop. To find Famous Faces and Funnies on Facebook and Twitter, just type at FFF Comics.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name's Christian Basel. Thank you for joining us tonight and helping us grow. As always, again, we want to thank you from last week. Hang on, let's keep the banner down. There we go. And catch Sage having a quick drink. Again, we want to thank everybody who had joined us last week, because last time, Garrett, we've grown another 1,000 thanks to Eric Roberts. We had an interview with him and his wife Eliza. Eric was the master in the TV movie, and he got to kill his wife off. And apparently it's a running thing when they do movies together. But now we're up to 67,000 Facebook followers, and we're hoping to reach a goal of 70,000. The Hanging With team, of course, as Dave had put it, and gave a big thank you out over there, and we'll mention it again. You can join us on the audio. That is presented by our friends over at the Hanging With Web Show. iHeartRadio, sci-fi.radio. You can download the app for free. Odyssey, Spotify, Spreaker, Podbean, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. We're somewhere on there, and you can check us out. In the meantime, of course, we're on TikTok for whatever reason. And don't forget, if you haven't purchased tickets now,
you love it.
Yeah, if you haven't purchased your tickets, fanexpohq.com/MEGACON Orlando. You can also Google MEGACON Orlando, and you should be able to pull it up over here. And let me go ahead and bring in our other special guest. Dan, how you doing, my friend? We're going to be together again.
You might have noticed that there's a little bit of a change of scenery. I'm out here in the garage. Hal is still doing a couple of repairs. Got Ren over there. And there's something that's going to be at the booth that I'm not sure that I'm allowed to say. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say you're going to have to come to the booth and see it.
Okay.
But I'm also going to be bringing a couple of things. These are all screen-used props.
Oh, jeez. Are you kidding me?
How awesome is that?
That's fantastic.
I just ask that nobody touches them, please. So I am going to be with the Daleks of Florida, of course. I'm going to have both Hal and Ren. Of course, Hal is actually going to be fully operational. I'm going to have the voice changer fixed, so hopefully people can actually hear me at the convention this time. I know that we're having at least Scully's Dalek, and I think Paul is still coming to bring his Dalek as well. I want to say our final total is going to be 7 Daleks there, so
Jesus,
come by the booth and see us.
Absolutely, and we will be
Pick a Dalek, any Dalek.
That's terrifying. $7.
Yes, they can take over with that many.
On the upside, these ones can't fly, so stairs are still their nemesis.
You know what? That's a good tip. If you guys are listening and you're at MegaCon and Daleks attack, up the stairs.
That's right.
I don't know.
Oh, trust me, we can get up the
elevators.
Perfect.
You do understand there are elevators at the convention. They'll make their way. They'll find you.
Eventually.
They will find you and they will hurt you. So, alrighty. I can't believe this is I think this is what, our 7th or 8th year? I know we're celebrating our 5th year in production this year, this October, the day that before the Saturday before Jodie Whittaker premiered as the 13th Doctor is our 5th anniversary of this show. And I've never been prouder of the show with folks like Dave and Melanie and everybody part of the team. Dan, who's always been helping us over at the conventions, bringing out Ren and Hal, and they've just been the big hit ever since we've gone to Tampa Bay Comic-Con. Pensacon was just phenomenal. I just love where Dalek Hal was going. Did we tell you about that story, Garrett?
No.
I don't have the pictures with me, but I was on my phone and I noticed that Colin Baker had tweeted that he was going to give a free autograph if somebody could go to Starbucks and get him his beverage. I forgot. Do you remember what the drink was, Dan?
It was some kind of Starbucks frappe something. I have terrible
Right.
memory, and I don't get Starbucks.
Yeah. So without a hitch, Dan and I looked at each other and go, "We know what to do." And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Dan, Arthur went out on one of those scooters, and I gave him money, and I said, "Just whatever this drink is, go get it from Starbucks, bring it back." And the
Oh,
amazing
there we
thing,
go. I'm back.
there you go. I think it was Arthur who went out and got the drink. Is that right? Was it Arthur who got the drink?
Sorry, I'm back now. Apparently, my internet doesn't.
Uh-oh.
Went and got the drink, and
What?
I went and grabbed this.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know if y'all can hear me now. I think it might still be cut.
Oh yeah, we got you.
We can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I think
when he asks Dan, when he asks me that, I just always go like that.
He did this
Fair
on
enough.
every. He does this on every show.
It's true.
So I think it was Arthur, Dan, if I'm not mistaken, who ran out to Starbucks and got the drink, came back. And if anybody's familiar with Pensacon, it's an arena. It's a really, really strange way of having a convention. So we had to maneuver Hal into the building, into the room where Colin Baker was. And surely enough, luckily enough, he was just leaving as we were getting in. And here comes Hal coming in, and Dan opens up the Dalek and hands Colin the drink there. And we do have the pictures of it on our Facebook pages if you want to check them out. So, and he gave you the signature, right? He gave you the autograph.
Yeah.
Because his handler was going like, wait a minute, aren't you supposed to give him an autograph? Because he was just walking out.
There you go.
No, you got that, and you also got a picture autograph, right?
Yeah, I've got that one in a sleeve in the other room, but I figured I'd bring it.
Awesome.
So that was just an awesome. That was an awesome day with a lot of moments.
See, in my mind, I was picturing that going
There
a
we
different
go.
way. I was picturing like 357 people lined up with coffee cups, and him sitting in the back going, "There goes the guarantee. It's gone."
Just Dave, recycle back through those pictures again out there. Yeah, let's. I'll just explain, especially. I'll read this just in case for those of you listening to the audio. I'm currently at Pensacon having a wonderful time, except I don't have a large Starbucks hot caramel macchiato in front of me. A free autograph for the first one who arrives, and maybe the second, and then flip to the next picture. And I text back, "Careful what you wish for." And there's the drink itself out there. I don't have the picture, Dan, of you handing him the drink, but here's a side by side of one of them, and there is Dalek Hal, Dan inside, giving him the
excellent.
drink.
That's
So,
awesome.
See, and that's why we go for those moments.
for those moments out there. So what we need to do is make Dalek Hal an Uber service for any convention. So if a celebrity says I need that, we just send Hal to bring in the food. I know if they were there. So Dave and I, we're going to be hosting panels, and Dalek Hal will be joining us from time to time. And to give you, for those of you who are listening to the radio, we'll go ahead and here is, you can screenshot this for those folks who are watching. And we had a time change just recently. So on Thursday night at 6:15 p.m., all this is going to be taking place in the same room on the south side, 320E in the sci-fi area and fantasy. On the 30th, we will be doing is the Doctor of Hero or Villain. The next night, which will be Friday night, Doctor, who would you like to meet? This is where you get to talk about people that the Doctor should meet, heroes of yours or historical figures or who you ever would like to meet, the Doctor to meet and make a story out of it. Doctor, this is a big one coming up over here since RTD has made a talk about this on Saturday at 5:15. Doctor Who deserves a spinoff, since they are talking about spinoffs of the Ncuti Gatwa era. We're going to be seeing a lot more spinoffs thanks to RTD, and we're going to be wrapping up on Sunday at 2:15. This is where the chime changes again. The best of the best. Which episodes are your favorite Doctor Who episodes, and we get to discuss them out over here. So you can take a screenshot of this. I'm also going to be posting on the Facebook page out there. Also, we
Dalek Hal spinoff.
What's that?
Dalek Hal spinoff.
Dalek Hal is going to have like his own TikTok thing going on over there. He's going to have so many videos. He doesn't even need a TV show. He's going to be streaming all the time. Damn, I never asked
I'm going to say now the Daleks of Florida are trying to maybe work on something.
Oh, God.
For an episode. Well, not like a full episode, but just like a short little fan video.
They should do a traveling TARDIS. It should be like traveling Daleks. They go to Home Depot, drive through over at McDonald's. This could be this is going to be a thing.
Oh, trust me. When I get the diner Dalek finished, there's already a nice little ice cream shop in town for where I live,
God.
and it's got the perfect 50s and 60s aesthetic. I've got to bring my diner Dalek there once it's done.
Now that's an awesome photo.
Indeed.
I can see if I can find some roller skaters for you.
Photo. I want a video of these things when they go out there. I want to see it happen because you got to see the faces of these people.
I need to bring it to that ice cream shop. I need to bring it to Checkers. I need to bring it to Sonic.
Yes. Oh my God.
Hey Dan, Mark wants to know. I never asked you what your favorite type of Dalek is. Mine is the Imperial Special Weapons Dalek.
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all. Oh, whoops. One guess. Dalek, the one that I made when I was 11 years old, and now finally have in full size. I think it's safe to say which one's my favorite. New series Daleks, 100%.
New series Daleks, but definitely Dalek Hal. He's headless again. He should be the headless Dalek. What you should do is just go. You should find a random bridge in the. Yeah, well, you should find a random bridge in the middle of nowhere, and as people walk by, just hit them with pumpkins. Just light them up and hit them with pumpkins. Oh, that's all I'm saying. Don't do it for real because I don't want to get sued. Anyway, Andrew Morris spinoffs. Andrew Morris says spinoffs. News is no kid show. Villain, monster show, unit show. Many fans want Eighth Doctor. Yeah, we all do want the Eighth Doctor series. That would be awesome. That would be 11 crikey. Well done, Dan. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Giving some kudos out there. As we are coming to the end of our well, at least I don't know if we want to wrap this up just yet. If anybody wants to do more discussion, I know we're all busy trying to get ready for MEGACON, but let me get closer to the end of the show and then we'll wrap it up. If you guys want to stick around, if you got some announcements or want to say, by all means. But I don't.
Well, I want to know if Dave is coming to play with us at MEGACon.
Yes, Dave was definitely playing.
I am. So I was just going to bring this up. You know, he goes like, "I wish I lived in Florida." I don't live in Florida. I live in Canada.
Right.
It's snowing at home right now. I am loving this weather. This is glorious. This is absolutely wonderful. So no, I am 100%. I will be there, and we will. I will come over and we'll do a thing. Actually, we'll do a thing.
Absolutely.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I've got a plan.
I've got a plan too. I'm actually treating Dave to Epcot, and we're going to get a picture of him in the Epcot Canada.
Oh.
He's going to make some comparisons to Epcot.
He came all the way to Florida to go to Canada again.
He came all the way to Florida to go to Canada.
I did it in London. Went to Canada House in London.
Nice.
With all the flags and yep.
I just want to walk him in there and go, where did they get it wrong? Just some quick birthday notes as we're coming to the end of the show. Happy birthday. As today is the 28th of March. Happy birthday, Garrett David Lloyd from Torchwood. Also, you know him better with his friend Simon Pegg, but we know him in the universe of Santa Claus. Happy birthday to Nick Frost. And people don't know about this little crossover, but if you are a fan of Star Trek Picard, you might know a character named Laris. But some of you have seen her before in Doctor Who and the Time of the Doctor, the Christmas episode. She was Tasha Lamb. So Tasha Lamb, better known as Orla Brady or Laris over at Star Trek Picard, she celebrated birthday too. So now she connects the dots to Star Trek and Doctor Who as well. All three of them are celebrating their birthdays there. So Dalek Amagon is mine. He is a red domed Imperial. Okay. I got to meet Tom over just last week. We got to visit, and there'll be pictures going up before we go to MegaCon. But next guy, love you, Tom. Thank you for coming over there. And we got some pictures of him in cosplay with the traveling TARDIS out there. I was lucky last week with the nice cool weather, especially for the photo shoot. Yep, and I'll be putting those pictures up either tonight or right before we go over to the load-in for tomorrow. So we could end the show now, but if anybody wants to discuss anything, or if you guys got any questions out there, feel free to hit. We're going to be getting ready for MegaCon, so this is why we're going to be cutting off a little bit early as everybody's getting ready, because tomorrow's load-in, and then Thursday everything goes into overdrive. Definitely will. What was that again? I missed what he said there. We do a Dr. Blake 7 crossover spinoff at Johnny Who Entertainments. Currently have 7 full-size custom-built Daleks. Oh, God. And how many are going to be over at MegaCon, Dan?
7 of them, but not 7 that are going to be fully operational. There's at least 4 that are going to be fully built, and then the rest are in progress.
Gotcha. Kyle Nunes, late but made it. Hope you are well. We're doing well, Kyle. I hope we get to see you at MegaCon sometime, dude. I really hope we get to see you out there. Dave's got a plan. Now I'm worried. We've got tons of plans and ideas of what we're going to be doing MegaCon. We're going to be trying to do a lot of live feeds. I'm hoping on Friday, when I normally do an episode of the TARDIS Zone with Noel, I'm hoping we can do something live as we did with Pensacon on that Friday. But yeah, guys, unless you got something to say, well, let's go ahead and end the show. And we'll just cut the after party off over here. And thank you all for joining us.
We have a whole weekend of after party.
The whole weekend. Yeah, we have a whole weekend of you're going to get a lot of content. So it's not just going to be this episode. It's going to be the whole weekend. We want to thank Mike Gregoric from Fan Expo MegaCon giving us that wonderful tour of the premises and showing where we're going to be, so you can get an idea of where we're going to be at during MegaCon out there. Billy Floyd from the KitchenKillaz. Don't forget to subscribe to his Facebook and his YouTube channel out there. Don't forget, you can check out the Daleks. I'm going to butcher the hell out of this. The Daleks of Orozco. Orocos. Okay.
I'll get it eventually.
I'll get it eventually. The Orcos.
It'll be 10 years.
It'll be 10 years. The Daleks of Florida. Make sure you subscribe to their Facebook page. Over here, our friends over at the Hanging with Web show, because without them, we wouldn't have our audio show and we wouldn't have producers, and they take good care of us when we put out all of our content, and we are very thankful for them as well.
Christian, you have to stop telling people that we take care of you when you put out. Stop telling people that.
Yeah. That stays in because it's before the end of the show.
Exactly. You know what?
Right.
And that's the way we're going to end the show. But I'm going to leave it because of Dave. I haven't had a chance to get Dave in there. So, Dave, please, if you got something you want to tell the audience, it's going to be going on besides our panels this weekend, and that they can get and meet you out there. What else can you want to tell our folks out there?
As always, you can check out all of my social medias. There's a Linktree address, linktr.ee/therathole.ca. Check out all my reviews. Thursday, I have part 1 of what will eventually be 2 of Doctor Who Nemesis, which I've pulled out and shown on the show a few times. So you'll be able to see more of my thoughts on that on Thursday. On that, I'll see people at MegaCon. I am super excited, and that's it for me. I have no other shows coming up. I have nothing on my plans until after this. Stay, visit, enjoy the wonderful Florida weather. Try not to get eaten by any gators
or bears.
Bears.
I think after this, my next convention is. I've got the Gamma Trade Show, and I'll be streaming our episode from the show floor there again this year at the end of April. And that immediately rolls into the Calgary Comics Entertainment Expo, which is also a fan expo. So a lot of the same people.
Gotcha there. We want to also thank, if you're just checking in with us for our first time on the first episode, that we've gotten the new intro. We want to thank Adina Smart for the video and Tony Dugdale for providing the music that you're watching as far as the intro is concerned. We want to thank them big time, and hopefully that'll be a running thing for quite some time there. So for all of us here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, our friends over at the Hanging with Web show, KitchenKillaz over at MEGACON, Daleks of say it, Dan. I don't want to butcher it anymore. Oracos. Oracos. Also, you can check out the Daleks of Florida. Check it out because Dan is a part of the Daleks of Florida out there. Paparazzo over at the rathole.ca. Thank you so much for joining us. Please stay safe out there. We'll see you this weekend and become part of the legend. And as always, as we end the show now, Tony, take us out.